Wait, is it working? Yeah, it looks like it's working. We're trying Esika again. Less counter spells, more sweepers, a little bit more in the spot removal. From the brand spanking new set, I don't. Let's remove that. I don't know if there's any. Wait, what? Oh, I don't know if there's anything I like so far. Honestly, I have not browsed the new set. I know it's a little bit of a crime, but from the cards I own in it, um, eh, eh, you know, eh. I obviously don't own much, and I don't want to browse the set right now. But anyways, we're trying Esika. Same kind of Sultai shell. A little bit more top endy. Just a little bit. I am running Phyrexian Obliterator because until it works, it's going to be in every deck that has black in it of mine, and I'll be gosh darned if I never get it to work. Other than that, pretty much. I think it's better. I think it's better than my last version. I might even go lower on some of these counter spells because I don't know. You usually find yourself tapping out to cast a ramp spell, or even a sweeper, and then you just never have mana for these. It's not that they're bad. You just usually in this deck don't have time or a window to keep your mana up for them. And if you are keeping your mana up, you didn't use your mana for like a ramp spell or something to quickly get your commander in play and then start cheating out some nonsense. Kogla is probably the best. Kogla's almost like the green Agent of Treachery, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we'll see how we do. I think it's going to do better than last time. I don't know about Overwhelming Splendor, though. I'm not going to try that. Oh, yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah. Broke 100 YouTube subscribers. Came out of nowhere. Pretty cool. See if we can break, I don't know, 150. Oh, no. Oh, God. All right. We're going to class. We're going to class. Opponent's going to show us how it's done. This hand is really, really bad, but it looks fun. But we're not going to play that hand. Okay, this hand is also really bad. It is, isn't it? Yep. This hand is also very bad, but okay, yeah, that's fine. It's not like abysmal, but it's not great. I have no mana dorks in here. I want this to just cheat out big things. Well, actually, Murderous Rider might not want to be in the deck then, because it could potentially hit that. Other than Murderous Rider, everything is like massive and costs a lot of mana, so we'll see what happens. Harlow's good here. I'll probably get rid of... See, I don't want to get rid of Field of Dead, but I'm probably going to. Alright, don't have something. That is the card I was thinking of, and they had it. That is probably the best 3-mana card in this deck. It is definitely the best 3-mana play in this deck, because it immediately gives you your... it gives you 2 additional mana. Alright, we're going to do this sorcery speed, so I get to foretell, I guess. Or is the foretell... No, foretell always costs 2 mana. So we have black, blue, and then a 5-color one. So we want green and white. Green, red, or something. Green, white works, it doesn't matter. And then I can foretell. I wonder if they just... Well, yeah, you should, right? That's the whole point of doing anything ever. They don't do it. They don't just go for their commander. I don't know what that's about. I feel like that's the whole point of doing anything, right? Like, you could have capitalized on the... Huh, I guess not. Alright, hand wants another blue. It also wants another black, though. So I guess we'll do that, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to go for Esika. I can't do anything about theirs. I could play this and then try to steal it. Or steal whatever it cheats into play, which is good. I might replace some of the counter spells with just enchantment removal, naturalize effects and stuff. Okay, Casualties of War, sure. If we drew a blue source, we could actually cast a commander. That's funny. Well, now I can't do anything. Casualties of War. That's unfortunate. Yeah, now they go for it. Yep. Hey, that's a really good draw. Kind of. It didn't really... Like, you just cast it again. Well, guess that's that. Please don't get anything busted. Well, it has no targets for the plus or the minus, so that's nice. But it will when I go to cast my commander. Alright, I'm going to scoop. Congratulations. Think we want more, less of what happened. We want more of less of that. Alright. I think I am running Casualties of War. Opponent didn't show me anything that I don't have in my deck. Right? Yeah. I have everything they... How many lands am I running? 34? Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to shave some of these counterspells. That one. This one. Probably counterspell too. Anything with double mana symbols on the cost is just very difficult to pull off. And I can put in like Putrefy and Mortify. Mortify is the enchantment one. I could just do both. I mean, I can even run Maelstrom Pulse, right? Yeah. I'm not running that green card, the weird one. Abundant Harvest. Maybe I should. Just almost always going to name land with it. Yeah, I like that. Maybe Open the Gates can just be a land and doesn't have to find a land for 1 mana. It can just be a land itself. Well, it color fixes you, kind of. Sort of. Actually, that's not true. I think there's an enchantment that does it better, right? It's the Utopia thing. Urban Utopia? That is not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the one that costs 1 mana. That you sacrifice to draw a card. It's also not black. What is the order of these cards? Unbridled Growth is like the Astrolabe. I think we want that one instead. Let's try that. 35 lands is pretty good. I don't really want to go more than that. Or 34 even. I don't know. I think we just got a little bit unlucky there. Just a wee bit. We also were playing every land they were playing, too. Yeah, I don't think I learned anything in that one. Every card they played, I had. Every land they played, I had. I even had the Mana Rock. I just drew way less. Good things. Okay, so Niv Mizzet. Another 5-color deck here. Another 2 mana. Another 2-land hand. We have this, right? We can... no. Another 2-land hand. No. Okay, we can get rid of this. This hand is actually pretty decent. No turn 1 to rest, though, unfortunately. But that's fine. There's no way I'm going to miss playing a Mana Rock on 2. So do I duress? If I'm going to, I have to play this one. But I think I want to play one of these first. I'll play the one I can't mess up, right? The one that I don't have to choose a color for. Oh, don't you dare cast Cultivate, I swear. Please. Oh, they're going to blow up my Guardian Idol? Is that what this is? Really? Okay. That's funny. Maybe I should be running that too, huh? Maybe. Maybe. So they're going to play their commander next turn, so there's no reason to duress. I might as well do this and name a color it's not in play. Black, I guess, yeah. Because now I can go for my commander on the backswing here. They tap out. Oh, they don't do it. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, draw a card. Wow, alright. I mean, we'll take that. I can see an argument for trying to duress an answer to this, but I feel like there's going to be like 5. Yeah, Assassin's Trophy, the treasure, yeah. Well, they showed us a basic, so I don't think it's going to do anything, unfortunately. They got a D-Spark. That's unfortunate. I always found it weird when people don't, like, click automatically. The Niv Mizzet thing. It puts them on the bottom at random. Maybe they just want to see what's on the bottom. I don't know. They're running Trosani? Wow. Alright, so we're probably going to have to plus, right? What do they got? They're going to D-Spark. No, we can lead with this, actually. That makes sense. Okay, so Nissa, no one cares. Ral, no one cares. Barada, don't care. Just the D-Spark. And I think I'm going to minus on their Niv Mizzet. If they want to recast it, I think that's fine. Right? No, we can just plus an Assassin's Trophy it later. I don't have a counterspell in hand. Ooh, that's actually just better. Because this isn't getting much better. Might as well do this. And then I can Assassin's Trophy probably just Ral. I don't really care about Nissa. Not really. I could regrowth Duress if I wanted. Don't know what that would achieve, but I could if I wanted to. The Shadowed Bows. So it can untap a land. Alright, I'm going to Assassin's Trophy it now because they didn't activate it first. They want to probably -5, but they just kind of messed up there and gave me an opportunity to kill it. So they got no value off of their Nissa. We should be very happy. They didn't activate it at all. They cracked the Fabled Passage to put it up to 9, or 6 loyalty, so they could immediately do the -5 and not have her just die. But now they can't do anything. They can't even cast Scarab God, can't they? Oh, yes, they can. Maelstrom Pulse. Alright. Well, if you were going to draw a card, that is the one you want to draw. Do I minus on this tome? No, we just keep plussing. I mean, as long if we're both drawing cards, I think that's fine, right? I don't think I have any gods in my deck, so this doesn't do that. It also costs, what? 11 mana. Why are they looking at my graveyard? Don't do that. It's not fair. They're looking at both players' graveyards. I don't know what that means. Uh-huh. I'm surprised this is in their deck. Very strange card. Maybe they just want to play cards off the top? Just seems really weird to me. Yeah, this tome is... I probably have to Assassin's Trophy it. Probably should have just minused on it. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna Murderous Rider Ral. I guess, no, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna do it on their end step here, because I might need my mana for something. I also don't like getting rid of this after you just get so much from it. Like, it just doesn't seem... Oh, well, Kogla will kill it. If Kogla survives somehow, which I don't imagine it will. I guess I can just beeline to Fairy Ultimate, because it just makes it harder for them to, like, win the game. Putrefy is artifact or creature. But Kaya is anything. So let's go. Let's take that. I'm going to pick up Assassin's Trophy here. I could pick up Agonizing whatever and take... Let's see. Kogla will die no matter what. I probably should just Assassin's Trophy that stupid artifact. I'm going to just do that. It just makes sense here. And I assume they have more than 2 basics. As crazy as that sounds in their wonky 5-color deck here. Do we play this as a land? Do we cycle it? I don't think I need more mana. Let's see. If this dies again, it's going to cost 5, 6, 7. I do. Okay, so I need another land if I want to recast it. So they have to deal with Kogla, Teferi, and my commander. And they're all different permanent types, which is amazing. Which means the only way I like really get blown out is if they had casualties of war and I just get utterly destroyed. Okay. We definitely are fine with that. They can steal Kogla. Nothing of their own. Oh, never mind. Yep, get wrecked. We got Kaya to exile the Scarab God, which is kind of the only thing I could do against it, other than, like... Agent of Treachery would have done it. They could take Trosani out of their graveyard, but that doesn't really do anything. But neither does Kogla. Kogla would eventually start beating down my artifacts and enchantments, but you have to, like, untap with it. And you do own tokens, so if they did get Trosani back, you keep the Kogla token. I don't just magically take that from you. Because Trosani says everybody gets back what they lost. Or no, everybody at the beginning of your turn or end of your turn gains control of the cards they own, which means all your mind control effects are undone, like Agent of Treachery. Even if you steal Trosani. You steal Trosani with Agent of Treachery, they get it back. Because it says everyone gets the cards they own. Alright, we're against the card that didn't do anything unless it had oh, no, opponent doesn't want to play Magic. Exactly the 1/1 counter Planeswalker. The Vivian. Alright, 2-0. I mean 2-1. We're taking it. I don't care. Instant scoop or not, I'm taking it. It counts. 2-1. When cards are known, they'll see them. Oh, okay. The way it's worded, it makes you think it like browsing a library. It would all be face up anyways because you're browsing your library. But it means if you just click someone's library and look at it. Alright, well I feel like I need a sweeper in my hand to do anything against this deck. But this boy. Did that fix it? It probably didn't. I don't see how it would. Blue, white, black, green. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely the lightning storm, though. I'm good? Okay, so I just had to replug my mic. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, Kaya's alright, right? We can exile their commander, which is brutally killing us. Oh, I guess we're still dead? Oh, that was fun. Okie dokie. They cast literally anything, put a counter on this, and I'm dead, so I can't tutor. I guess I can. Assassin's Trophy. I cannot cast Assassin's Trophy. I don't have second or third black. Runaway Steamkin. Red, green, and then blue or white. Red, green, blue, or white. Mortify? Nope. Swords to Plowshares? Oh my god. Does that do it? Nope, it doesn't, because of the ley line. Yep. Ley line just kills me. And I take 3 from that anyway, so. Alright, I did not expect that ley line to be good. But it was. It was actually not terrible there. It wasn't terrible. Still, honestly, I don't think it should probably literally be any other card that is red before you play that ley line. I think it's kind of a reach there. Ley line's just like, if they're not in your opener in a 100-card singleton format, you know, they would never had a chance to tap 4 to cast it and continue pressuring me, which is the whole point of their deck. So they just basically would have mulliganed. Like, it's almost as if you just don't draw a card when you draw it, if it's not in your opener. Okay. Ooh. I'm going to keep this. It's hard to choose what these thriving lands should be. I'm not going to lead with Brainstorm, so I think I have time to just play the decision-free cards here first. Opponent leads with Brainstorm. Turn 1 Brainstorm is not very good at all. So I guess that's good. That's a good sign. Green and blue? What is this? This is red. So green and blue with this. And pass. And then this one can be... I don't know. This can be black. I have green, black, green, blue. So this is double black here. And then I'll pass an Omen of the Hunt on my opponent's end step here. They had something to cast and didn't cast it. I don't really know what that could be. Red or white is probably what I want to put in play right now. So I guess I'll do white. I guess if I turn 1 to this instead of the tome, I could immediately go into this, and I'd be in a way better spot. So that was probably a mistake there. Oh, okay. Black. Nope. Green. Nah, nope. Can't do it. So this is red or blue, I think we're going to do on this one. Red or... Oh, God. These thriving lands are destroying my brain. Probably green again. No, we have a forest, though. Black, I guess. And then I'll tutor Casualties of War, because I'm going to wind up casting it at some point. Well, in that case, I should... No, wait. I want to brainstorm, like, one of these on top for Esika, so... I'm just going to accept that Brainstorm ain't doing much this game here. Well, Brainstorm, tutor, you know, shuffle, whatever. Brainstorm, shuffle, I'm just not going to do this game. I might even get... Hour of Promise. That card has never done me wrong, so... Are they just going to recast Uro? No, they're not. Guardian Project. Okay. That's fine. Land... You. Pass. So they're blue-green. Not a massive amount of answers to this. Oh, they have one. Of course they do. Okay. Can I recast her? No. Kogla's not great either. Yeah, I think we're gonna get the World Tree Field of Dead so I can stop thinking about my lands. Just do this here, get some zombies. Yes, the green color. The least likely to have naturalize effects. There really are not that many that you run. You probably run 3, maybe 4. You don't run a lot of naturalize effects in your deck. Alright, we're going to try it again, but this time we can discard another answer. Let's see, do they have another answer? I guess they technically do, between these two cards. Ugin would have to -5. River's Rebuke doesn't actually... Yeah, we're just going to take Ugin. River's Rebuke is fine here. We can put this to our hand. They're going to cast it, so I'm just going to swing, lose a zombie. I think it'd be absolutely insane if they don't cast River's Rebuke. That does mean Stifle stops Ugin's -7, which is not good. But as long as I don't have a counterspell, I guess I can Kogla. Think Twice is a strange one, because you want cards in your graveyard for Uro. You don't want to just like recast this for a card draw. Yep, they're going to do that anyways. This goes to hand. Now they have 7. They can stifle this activated ability whenever they choose as well. They can stifle Uro's ability, so he doesn't go away. Which we obviously would like to see here. Nope, they're not remotely interested in doing that. So Kogla it is. If they drew a counter spell, I guess we lose the game. Pretty much. Alright, they don't have one. They stifle Kogla's ability? What? Okay, alright. I think that is totally fine. Black, I guess. Make a Zambi. Play this on a card here. Doesn't really matter which one. And then pass. Played a land, right? I guess I'll crack this now. No reason not to. Okay. Alright. Well, we have Kogla in play. We're going to get hit by 7 again, though, but unless they have a stifle or something, Ugin will stop this. Yep. Old Gnawbone. Old Gnawbone gave my opponent 14 mana this game. That's crazy. Teferi's... What? If you would draw a card, it's draw... Okay. They're just making Ugin's activation better and better. Please don't have the counter spell. Okay, so now they can flash back Uro, but again, they have to lose to think twice. Which is just weird. Very weird to me. Okay. So I think they draw like 60 cards off of this. Or 4 or something. Which is kind of insane. Frogify, whatever. Wasn't doing anything anyways. Abundant Harvest. Okay. Was that a regrowth? Alright, well, they don't have any cards in their graveyard, really. I guess they could just try again. Stifle is so weird. I like that, though. It's actually pretty good against us. Okay, so... I mean, if Ugin doesn't work, we lose. It's the only answer to the old Gnawbones, so... If they had... They have it. Of course they do, yeah. Why wouldn't they? That's lame. Oh well. What did they exile? Yeah. They didn't have a counterspell until they needed one. That's annoying. Surprised they have room for counter magic in their deck. Counterspells are alright, but I don't know. I don't like them that much in Uro decks. The other blue-green commanders, maybe, but Uro's kind of doing other things, in my opinion, at least. They're good when they're good. It doesn't matter what deck cast it, but I don't know. Definitely Keenan is where I would smash my counterspells in a blue-green list. This is also a hand I kept pretty quickly. Surprisingly, it's pretty good. I didn't even think about it. It was just a pretty solid hand for once. That's pretty good. It's pretty nice. So what are we, 3 and 3 or something? 2 and 3, 2 and 2. Solve the equation, Ulamog and Time Wipe. Okay. I don't think I would ever keep that hand. Alright. Ooh, maybe I wanted to... I gotta stop playing this early. Because now I can't turn 5 Esika. I really gotta stop doing that. We get a white here. Probably won't matter, because I'd still have to draw another land, but it's obviously right to just do that the right way. They cracked that super fast for it coming in tapped. Okay, well, they have Golos next turn. Maelstrom Pulse, Swan Song. So they've drawn literally 2 answers to my commander. Enchantment, instant, or sorcery. I guess this is more powerful. And now we're kind of hoping we still need a second white source. We have 3 double white cards in hand. It's kind of funny. And we need a double blue here. Oh, God. Not impossible, though. As long as they're... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, as long as they're far away from doing that, but they're not. I can't do anything at all. Let's see. Red, green, blue, black... Okay. They need a... Both the red and white are in the same card. So they need a second one. But any land at this point does it as well. It turns them all into rainbow lands, essentially. Renowned Weaponsmith? I feel like I just want to put that on top and essentially time walk our opponent, having them draw a bad card. Okay. That's unfortunate. Solve the equation. So I can go get the snow ramp land. I guess I will. A Golos deck with Mind Rot. I don't... Okay. Where is it? Into the north. Right? I can go get a red snowland? I don't have a red-white snowland, so this Doomscar ain't doing anything. Oh, wait, I can do this and choose a color of my own, but I probably have to name red, right? Start attempting to cast my own commander. Yeah. Because what else am I really doing? So, red. Like, if I cast Doomscar, it doesn't really do anything. Not really. Okay. I can make my opponent discard 2 cards. Can I kick it? No, not even close. Yeah, I think we just mind rot him. But it doesn't answer the one card that's actually doing something. The other 2 cards, they're not doing anything. I could alternatively kill this so it takes them off of activating their commander. Is it 3 or less? Yeah, I can just kill this and then they have... No, because this is abilities, right? Yeah, that actually still works, so... Okay, I'll just force them to kill my commander, right? Yeah, just force them to Maelstrom Pulse, which means if they do draw a land, they can't activate Golos instead, because they have to Maelstrom Pulse. Okay. Looks like they had a hesitating attack there for some reason. Alright, yep. It's one or the other. Blowing up Golos doesn't feel like it does anything because they recast it and I guarantee them the land. No, we're just gonna mind rot them. They mind rotted us, we're just gonna mind rot them back. They have totally dead cards in their hand though. So did we though, to be honest. Like they mind rotted 2 sweepers that weren't doing that much. All right, well they got it. And they whiffed horribly. Okay. But now we're dead on board. So we have to literally do something. Alright, that's not terrible. We can put that in that back. Cast Hour of Promise. World Tree and a temple? I don't know. No, I don't think I have temples actually. I don't think I do. Command Tower? Fabled Passage. Seems fine. Alright, well. Don't do egregious things with Golos, I guess. Again. They whiffed again. Wow. I lost my Maelstrom Pulse, but that is A-okay with me. They played an untapped one. They did not play the tapped one. Interesting. Okay, well, I kind of should block. They have some kind of instant in their hand? What's going on here? Kogla shuts down their commander indefinitely until they answer it, so this is probably better. Oh, that feels so bad. I'm not having any luck with Esika, dude. I'm not having any luck with this card. Okay, our opponent didn't hit good things again, right? Nothing that just outright wins the game. So we'll always take that. It almost wins the game, but it doesn't quite. Because we can still make another zombie to not just die. Opponent only swings with that? Seems kind of strange to me. But I don't want to go down to 2. I feel like I could die out of nowhere if I went down to 2. So I'm not going to. I'll just block it. So I feel like I should Doomscar to buy some time. Oh, well, I can steal Golos. And that forces them to find a way to get it back. Veil of Summer? Permanents hexproof from blue or whatever. Okay. A card that is highly situational and is really good here. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. They played a land first, so they obviously have something. Okay, cool. Whatever. I don't know. They whiffed on 9 cards with Golos, and they just drew well. We did get really lucky that they whiffed 3 times. But Veil of Summer. You know? Zakama would have done it, I think. Yeah, I think Zakama was still going to do me in. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, probably. Safe to say. Okie dokie. For some reason, I can't get Esika to work. The first game we played, our opponent had like the best Esika sequence, right? And we that potential is in this deck. I'm just not seeing it. Like we can literally do the same exact thing. It's just not happening. I'd argue we're even heavier on the ramp to try to get Esika to play more often, and it's still not working. Okay, Ashiok feels like a good matchup. Probably some counter spells, but I'd rather see counter spells than constant pressure. Be with the World Tree. Ruin Crab? What? That only mills me, right? It does not mill you. You cannot choose yourself. Okay. There's no way this is a mill deck. I'd be so surprised if this is a mill deck. I also completely disagree with milling your opponent, because there are so many strategies that use their own graveyard. Like, imagine if I was an Uro deck. Like, I'd instantly have Uro. You just really don't want to do that. Maybe you can mill someone out. I don't know. I've never seen it. This could be a game where it happens. I'd be very surprised. I think I'd welcome it. It'd be kind of cool to get milled out. I've never been milled out. It just doesn't seem like you ever want to do that, though. Even Regrowth, right? I have Regrowth. They milled it, but, you know. Renin 7 pulls lands out of the graveyard, too, I think. There's flashback cards. There's unleash cards. There's just too many cards in the game that make doing that a very bad decision. I'm not going to try to kick this. Alright, so I have green, black, white, anything in blue. So I can turn 5, or turn 4, Esika. They're 1 mana short from casting their commander. Their commander will just bounce Esika. And I assume one of these at least is a counterspell? Kind of unfortunate. You think they'll defend this? Because I don't think they will. Maybe. I don't know. I think we're going to try to mind rot them. And then I'll leave up Tail's End. Seems like a good sequence of play. Oh. What? Okay. I don't know. Alright. Oh, okay. I will get rid of these two. They don't seem great right now. Opponent remanded it and got their own copy. That's funny. Sure. Better than discarding it, I guess. But fortunately, we have a lot of dead cards in our hand. Well, unfortunately, but I guess it's nice for a mind rot. I don't really expect anything expensive to ever resolve. Alright, so our opponent successfully left up 2 mana again. And they had a land, so that means mind rot's kind of off the table. And this is so obviously a counterspell at this point. Opponent's milled a fair amount of cards, but again, I don't think we care. Oh, if this is untapped, I could do something, but no, I can't. Alright, I'm going to make them discard the last card in their hand. Because why not? I'm just going to force them. I don't want to deal with whatever it is. It's an Omniscience? Oh my god. Why is that in there? Oh, they had Behold the Multiverse, right. So Behold the Multiverse and didn't see it coming. It could be the extra turn, but I seriously doubt that. Oh, now I wish I waited in the mine rot, but that's no, I mean, this is instant though, and I don't want to do nothing. Yep. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, they mill over a sensor, or the land sensor, which is interesting. Oh no, they have 2 blue actually. The commands are. All right, tails in. No land, so no, this won't come back on the crackback here. So we windmill slam this. So what does blue-black do about this? They can bounce it. There's no mortify. There's like 1 removal spell in black that destroys something and you lose life to its casting cost. What else can they... They can steal it, but they need 1 more mana for Agent of Treachery. River's Rebuke, yep, that does do it, but not permanently, because I can just recast it. Okay, so they siphon Insight me. Sure, that means they steal a card. Alright, so they can steal an answer. There's a fair amount of them in my deck. Not a ton, though. And they have to have immediately found one that costs 3 or less. Okay, so they'll find an answer. This is one of the better targets, especially how it, mana-wise, lined up completely perfect for them. So they can go get Agent of Treachery, and I assume they have a land at this point, another one. Though I think a land was the draw for the turn, because they didn't play a land last turn. This doesn't go to their graveyard, so they won't have 6 cards and flip, and this will be the land. So probably Agent of Treachery. I really don't see them getting anything at all ever else. Okay, that's hilarious. Not gonna do much here, but that is hilarious. So do we binding? And if so, what are we blowing up? Escanta? Yeah. We're gonna blow up Escanta, I think. I really think they have Agent of Treachery in their hand. No obliterator value this time. And it didn't see it coming. It was just a removal spell. That's funny. That's wicked funny. Obliterator, just once, please, just once. Make your opponent sacrifice a permanent. Just once. I'll never play the card again if it does it. Okay, so it was a bounce spell. I assume this is what they got. And I feel as though it's what they got. Could be wrong. Unfortunately, they have mana up now, so good luck with trying to get this to work. Okay, looks like they're interested in something else. Nope, just playing a land. There goes Field of the Dead. What on earth is this? Okay, that doesn't... Okay. Let's put that into play. Doesn't really matter. World Tree is online. I can even start Nicol Bolas plussing because they're just gonna do this and start messing my stuff up. Yeah, we're gonna just do this in plus. Because the Esika's not great here. They just bounce it with Ashiok. I think I'd like to Meteor Golem Ashiok first. Alright, they get rid of a useless card. That's kind of unfortunate. Did I play a land already? I did not. I didn't play a land. Probably crack the Mind Stone. What is this in their deck for? Pay 2, target creature can't be blocked. Mills a card, you gain life scroll. Okay, this just seems so weird to me. Very strange. Oh, they're looking to crack this for 2 cards? Really? I don't know. I think you want to go for your commander. Probably want to go for your commander. And if not, you should wait till your end step, or my end step to do this. It costs 6 mana to do it. I don't know. Blue-black does kind of struggle with what I have in play. Because it is more counter spells and creature removal than it is like enchantment in Planeswalker removal. There's definitely more Planeswalker removal than there is enchantment removal in their deck. If any. Okay, they scry 1. Notably, they're running Karn's Bastion. Well, you certainly have to do something here. I feel like they really should go for their commander. I don't see the point of this. I don't know what this means. What could they possibly find that costs 1 mana? Or 2 if they find a land. Like, what could this possibly do? And I am nowhere near getting milled out, so... Alright, I mean, I'm going to plus... Again. No more Feel the Dead, so our Parmesan's not great. I think I'm going to go for my commander. I feel like I should. I don't see why I wouldn't. Not doing anything else. What do they exile? Just a land? A weird land? Okay. I mean, if they counter it, that's... It's not like I can't go for it again. And I'm not going to just wait 1,000 years for that to, like, happen, so... I can't do anything at all, so I'll just play this tapped. So now they can Ashiok bounce my Nicol Bolas, but then Ashiok just doesn't do anything after that, because it goes down to 2, and then it makes a useless 2/3. Now, if they exile my whole graveyard, I believe Ashiok can sift through my entire graveyard. So this does make a little bit of sense, if that is what they do. But we have yet to see it. Oh, they can Karn's Bastion, so they can proliferate their commander and get the -3 2 turns in a row. It would die, but they could do that. And Nicol Bolas doesn't really kill them, because they're probably always going to have a legendary permanent in play. Probably. Like, they'll just start exiling lands before they get rid of a legendary permanent. I could try to surprise them and kill it with this, and then, like, instantly ultimate and win or something, but I doubt that's going to be a thing. This has been an interesting game, though. I keep thinking this is Castle Lochbane. I really don't know what they could possibly draw that's like... It's so they don't have Agent of Treachery. They didn't cast Agent of Treachery right there, which would obviously would have been 1,000 times better, and they didn't do it. So that's not what they Grim Tutored for. They also have Feel the Dead their own. Okay. So here I think I'm going to blow up the board, and then Ashiok kill their... I mean, Nicol Bolas on their Planeswalker. Right? Yeah, I pretty much have to do that, I think. So we're going to blow up the board, destroy all creatures, and then I'm going to kill your commander. Oh, I can bounce their commander. That's hilarious. But there's no reason to do that. Yeah, there's no reason to do that. Because they could just discard that other card and recast this for 5 mana, and I'm back to square one. And then I will Hour of Parmesan. And as we see, Ruined Crab has not really done anything except give me knowledge of what I know is left in my deck. So if I go to play my person here, I know what I'm not going to hit this game. Which in this case is Still a bunch of good stuff. There's still plenty of good stuff in my deck. Yeah, milling is not a formidable avenue to victory in this format. Especially when it's like incidental mill. It's not like you're all in on this. You're just milling a little bit. Alright, unfortunately this only has to plus, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to blow it up regardless. Oh, hey, that's just better. Because now I can do that in this, right? Yep. Definitely a good draw if they're... Or a good card to have in hand, at least, I should say. Alright. I'm going to upkeep crack... No, there's no reason. I was going to say upkeep crack this, but I don't... It doesn't really matter. Why is this glowing? I don't know. Okay, no. Callous Blood Mage? Exile my graveyard. Okay, so they found a way to exile my graveyard. So now they can always go for an ultimate and start stealing really powerful things. But they have to do that. And I don't see it happening anytime soon. Time Warp. Okay. Alright. Basically 0 mana, draw 1. It's almost exactly what it is. I guess it gave this haste, if that's worth noting. This does not get a land. It would have been a land itself to allow them to cast Ashiok, but if it's not immediately casting Ashiok, I agree that they have to do something immediately, like sooner than that, because they can't let me just keep this around. But it looks like they're going to. I don't know what they could possibly hit on 4. Alright. They found another extra turn effect. I can't discard that one. But as long as their commander's not in play, it ain't doing much. Yep, let's crack this. Just thin my deck here. Alright, we got Kaya. That's hilarious. I think I'm going to plus on my dude. This doesn't do anything anymore, right? Nope. Alright, so we do that. Do this. Get a land. I suppose I'll cast this now. Yeah, why not? There's a chance I hit something decent. Alright, that's unfortunate. I could still cast this, pick this back up. This dies. But no, I think this is fine just sitting here. There's no reason to do that, really. I don't want to pick this up and put it to my hand. Anything to incentivize my opponent to not just cast a discard spell is nice. Which is a whole reason to not flashback that Spring to Mind. But I still think it's worth it. Alright, so they have the other Ashiok. Draw a card, each player mills 2. Put a card from a graveyard on the battlefield, and then all creatures. Okay, so the ultimate is not only very far away, it is not very good. The -5 is decent. Well, we're pretty much just doing everything we ever wanted, so I don't think anything matters at this point. Opponent's just so far behind. Boop. 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 Plus. Plus. I don't know if you can put a second... Oh, you can! Look at that. Yeah, this is it. There's no way they can come back from this. Ujin's gone too. They can River's Rebuke, but that doesn't do anything. Like, these cards are not out of the picture. For some reason I thought that was going to cost 2 mana, but it doesn't. I don't know why I thought that. When you foretell that card, it doesn't turn into Time Walk. That would be crazy. Ashiok, Elder Spell, Ultimate? Yep. No, well, they need the mana, though. They need 9 mana to cast Ashiok, and I'd have to go a turn cycle with that. What the hell? Uh, choose one. What? Okay, thanks for the Thoughtseize. What on earth? Return permanent with 1 or greater. Okay. Yeah, if they did Ashiok for a turn sequence and I didn't kill it, that would work. Because they'd have to play it, keep it alive through Meteor Golem and Kaya's ability, or whatever random thing that this would potentially hit. Because remember, they can't minus the Ashiok if they're going to do that. They actually have to... They got to keep the counters on it. But yeah, that could do it. That would be hilarious, and I don't think I'd be upset about that. That would come out of absolutely nowhere. Top 3, put any unit in the graveyard at the best time. Any number in the graveyard. Okay. I've never seen this card. I was about to say, if it put the card into your hand, wouldn't that just be better than, like, every single cantrip that's ever existed? But that is not what it does. Alright, opponent's not scooping. I can respect this. They are in it for the long haul. I guess I'll put another one here. So we get like 3 spirits when this dies. I suppose pressuring their life total doesn't matter if I'm just going to put them to 1 with Vraska. And then make them sack all their permanents with that, so... Doesn't really matter. Also, the color in this doesn't really matter. Are we even going to go for this again? I don't want to go all in and then just get, like, hosed by some... No, what am I talking about? I'm going to discard that card. What is it? It's a Thought Distortion. Okay, so... I was going to lose the Thoughtseize anyways. It does not make me lose the Meteor Golem, which is the only one that matters. For being in top deck mode, our opponent's drawing pretty expensive spells. And this is the time to do it, right? When you have like 7+ mana. But our deck doesn't close the game out really any faster than this, but I'd say there's not really anything they can... I mean, we can beat Agent of Treachery at this point, right? Actually, no. They could Agent this, put me to 1 and kill me with a bird. You know, that could happen, right? They have the mana for it. They have exactly the mana. So if they drew that, put it on top with Otherworldly Gaze, they could just kill me right now. If they see it. Which is kind of hilarious. Maybe that was an argument to not do this and just not put it to 10. Because I could just die from that. Oh no, is this like the last time? Is this like yesterday? I made a video, someone roped out because they didn't win. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, if they scooped right here, it wouldn't surprise me, right? Like, so I'll just take it as it is. But yeah, I probably should not have plussed the Vraska, because that's really the only way I could die. Agent of Treachery, stealing it, and then putting me to 1, killing me with a bird. It would be hilarious to die that way as well. It'd be very funny. It's interesting that our opponent like doesn't scoop and they rope us out when they wanted to play the game this long. Like the writing was on the wall and they still felt as though the game was still worth investing time into. It leads me to believe that they potentially had an out. But again, I don't see what it could have been. They Grim Tutored for something that wasn't Agent of Treachery, and then they drew, I'm pretty sure they drew later, Ugin, which is really the only card that can get him out of this, and that's already out of the way. Ugin would be insane right now, actually. It'd be hilariously good. It would reset everything. I'd lose these 3 Planeswalkers. But I guess we don't have that. But yeah, the milling... How many cards did they mill? 38? 42 or something like that? 40... Yeah, I think 42 or something. Wait, it's... Multiples of 3. Well, plus the 1/3 that milled a couple cards itself. So like 45, 46 cards they milled, and it just doesn't matter. Like it didn't matter. I like the idea of it almost mattering. You know, like they can almost get their Ashiok to do what it's supposed to do, like, you know, ultimate and steal a bunch of spicy stuff. They had the Karn's Bastion to quickly get to the ultimate too, so they were kind of getting there with the Ruin Crab, but as we saw there, if the Ruin Crab wasn't going to mill me for a threatening amount, you basically mulliganed down a card, because it didn't do anything that entire game, except randomly, you know, it changed the card I draw per turn, because I'm not obviously drawing what I mill. So we did actually cast both of these at least once amongst those games. I don't think I'm going to play another game. I really don't think I like Esika. I think that's what it boils down to. I don't think I like the card. I like the ability to cheat out all these, like this crazy pile of awesome stuff, and that's always fun. And right, if they answer this over and over, you eventually have mana to actually just cast these. Anything aggressive, you're banking on maybe too few cards. You want like more to just not die to aggressive strategies. If you feel like you want to make your deck have a good matchup against aggressive strategies, I would say just scoop and move on to the next game. It's not like this is ladder, but yeah, you know, you could definitely go in that direction. What else would I want to say about it? Staying in 3 colors primarily is still probably better than splashing, you know, all 5 in here. I'm a huge fan of 5-color decks being essentially 3-color decks, and you have the mana base to treat it as a 5-color deck, sort of, just barely, so you have a more consistent deck. And obviously my favorite one is Sultai, like blue, black, green, instead of like Mardu or any of the other ones. I think the Sultais are usually the best. Like my Golos paper commander deck before Golos got banned was Sultai with incidental Golos activation through splashing the other 2 colors in, but it wasn't very necessary to just make your deck more consistent. And I do still think green and white are the weakest colors in any singleton format so far, at least, until they print some busted white or red cards. What else? But yeah, if you're gonna do this, I feel as though you're better off doing it in a different way. Like, have maybe a better commander, and then use ramp spells and stuff to just play this massive amount of nonsense. And have a different kind of early game. You could even probably shave everything that costs like 4 or less and turn it into a creature-based deck, right? And then Esika's just incidental value if you ever get to it. It probably wouldn't be as powerful because there's a bunch of low roll targets, but it's probably an avenue to do that. Like, we hit Phyrexian Obliterator in the game, and that was kind of funny, and we saw how arguably useless that was. But yeah, Murderous Rider probably shouldn't be in here because Esika, you don't ever want to hit this ever, ever, ever. So I'm going to take that out and put something else in. I don't know what it could be. I really wish I hit Zetalpa at least once, but can't have everything. Could put Zakama in, but Zakama doesn't untap your stuff. Zakama's still pretty useful. If you cast Esika, that means you have 1 of each color, which means you can at the very least activate any of Zakama's abilities at least once. Barring, you know, you only have 5 lands in play when you did this, and you flip it. You can't like spam it. You only do it once or twice. And without the world tree, you're not really, you know, I don't know. Maybe another naturalized target. No, we're gonna slap in Zakama. I'm gonna slap in Zakama. I'm feeling good about it. One of my favorite cards. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna retire Esika regardless. Definitely my least favorite 5-color commander. I think I like Niv Mizzet more, and I'm not even big on Niv Mizzet, honestly. Not really. What else is there? The first sliver seems cool, but there's only, you know, there's not much you can do about this. Like, it's like you run the same list everyone else runs. There's only so many slivers. It's kind of unfortunate. It's probably why I never see it. Cody's wicked fun. This card is so fun. This is kind of like Esika, except you have to invest mana into it twice, and you need something in hand, as opposed to investing mana once, and you don't need it in hand and you're guaranteed something. Because, like, yeah, you're going to keep a hand with a dead card in it unless this is in play. That's not really where you want to be, right? So, I don't know. Probably not great. It's probably just strictly worse than Esika. Never played this card in my life, and I don't think it's that good. Maybe there's a way to make it work. The party system that was in, like, one set, and there's not enough party shenanigans going on to get it to work. There's some changelings, I guess. I don't know if a changeling counts as your whole party, though. Costs 1 less for each. Does it tell you? Party consists of up to 1 of each. So if you have a changeling, does this just give you the full party? This spell costs 1 less, and then look at the top 6 cards. You may reveal 2 cleric, rogue, wizard, ally. I don't know. Changelings, I feel like, are more powerful than really anything. Oh, allies. I guess this could be allies. It's more powerful than really most of the other things going on. There's like not enough warriors and rogues to really exploit that. It'd be cool if someone gave it a shot. I don't think I'm going to, though. Yeah, so for the 5 color decks, no, each creature can only fit 1 rule. Okay, so you need like 5 changelings or whatever. Okay, that makes sense. I feel as though I would have seen this if that was the case, because people just have like crazy changeling decks. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Esika. It's fun when it works, though, but you have to get it to work, and it just seems a little bit like it's asking a lot. All the commanders that don't immediately do something when you play them are not as good as the ones that immediately do something when you play them. Like, even if this just got you a basic land on top of everything else it did when it entered the battlefield, it'd be way better. It'd be comparable to Golos, right? Because Golos, you get a land. And then Golos creates his own value, sort of. It does cost mana, but... And you're not guaranteed a good card, as you would be with this. But, you know what I mean. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And, yeah, let me know what you want to see next. Peace.